了共产邪教的残暴和对生命的蔑视。在毛泽东思想的指导下，博尔赫特领导的警队为消灭私有制，在执政的3年8个月中，到这个民主又不到800万的就屠杀了200万人，其中包括20多万华人。为了人们不会忘记共产党的罪恶和纪念死难者，柬埔寨修建了红色高棉罪恶。
What you're hearing is an anti-communist broadcast called Sound of Hope. It actually comes from an unspecified transmitter site in Taiwan, about 1,800 kilometers away from my receiving location. As you can see, I have a new radio. It's the Texan S2000, which is the exact same radio as the Grundig 750 that many of you in the shortwave listening community have. These radios are actually manufactured by Texan. They're just rebranded by Eaton and Grundig, and it's performing admirably. It's picking out this fairly weak signal out of the ether on 20 meters, and as we all know, conditions on 20 meters are especially bad right now, but I want to emphasize that just because the sunspot number may be low and the solar flux is at rock bottom, that doesn't mean you still can't get DX. It just means that it is harder to do so. I do notice that 20 meters especially is absent of much ham activity. There's not a whole lot of ham activity here in China anyway. This may interest some of you. In the U.S., you know, during the daytime, 20 meters would be alive with signals. Not necessarily the case here in China, even on the best of days, but usually you can hear some people on CW at least. So I think solar flux kind of ends up becoming something like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Like everyone thinks conditions are bad, so no one gets on air, and then everyone assumes that things are worse than they really are. If people would just try, I think you would be surprised how much propagation can still happen even though conditions are poor. So that's just a few thoughts for you. It is Thursday morning here in Beijing. I'm about to make my breakfast, but yeah, I turned on my radio and picked up this anti-communist broadcast. It's fading in and out, but it's not being jammed, which is another interesting thing. Usually the authorities are jamming these kinds of broadcasts pretty regularly and they're quite adept at doing it. But for some reason, they are not bothering to do it this morning. I'm not hearing the fire drake even if I turn on the wideband filter. So yeah, there's no signal interference generated by the authorities there. Anyway, I've got more videos coming, guys, and also have some video equipment on the way, which I know will make Tom Styles especially happy. And look forward to making more videos, and see you all soon. 73s.